A leak a day keeps the keynote away, or a leak a day keeps the suspense away. Today we've got a very quick update, and this is regarding the iPhone 9 and the new colors it'll be coming in. So these have been shared online by Slash Leaks, and it gives us our first look at the actual physical colors of these iPhones. Now I hesitate to even call these dummies because the attention to detail is so good on them, and the dual SIM card slot usually does not come out, or the SIM card slot in general on a mock-up of some sort does not come out like that. So these look fantastic. These aren't all of the colors, but the colors that it does show are so much better than what I had. So the models that I was given have a chrome border. This one has sort of a matte plastic feel to it, and it's not the same as looking at these. These look like almost finished products. So these are supposedly dummies. They don't work, but it gives us an idea of what the actual space gray will look like, the silver color, and there's that gold color. This matches the iPhone 8 gold. I don't know why, but it looks so good on this iPhone. Man, these things are going to be killer in sale, seriously. And the red one is the product red, but without the product red label, so it's just going to be a red. It seems to match up with that color perfectly. Now, a couple things I noticed. For one, the dual SIM basically does confirm almost that this thing will be receiving that functionality. Everyone said that it will, and now here's some proof. And the borders themselves, we've heard earlier that they might not match the glass color of the phones, but here they do, and I wouldn't want it any other way. It looks fantastic. It's a very muted color palette, not very bright, not very vivid like the iPhone 5C, more of an elegant look. I think that'll definitely help with the sales. The iPhone 5C, aside from the fact that it was a plastic back, it was too much, too flashy. So this is going to be a little bit more subtle, refined, and I definitely love it. The colors that are missing here are the orange and the blue color. Those are supposedly coming as well, and I'm guessing the blue will be a more muted blue as well, not very, very vivid and electric like we predicted. So just from looking at this, these aren't even the real deal, but looking at these models, I can see that this thing is going to be so popular. It looks like a top-notch product. I mean, if it's going to start at 700, it better be, but for good reason. There have been many predictions that this will be the top seller. There's been a lot of talk about naming, and in particular, the iPhone 9. So John Gruber actually wrote an article talking about the whole naming situation, how complicated it is, and he says that he's going to be surprised if it's going to be called the iPhone XR, which we've seen circulating in the last few days. The iPhone 9 is the most logical name for it. I definitely agree. And most recently, there's been a lot of talk about this thing being named the iPhone XC model. So that way it'd be the XC, XS, and XS Max. And that does make sense as well, honestly. That's Vanya Geskin's prediction for what it might be called between that and the 10 Lite. But I do like that, XC, although I still think that it should be called the iPhone 9. It gives it a clear differentiation between the 9 and the 10 series, the XS series. And a Romanian website has actually put up the new iPhones for pre-order before Apple even unveiled them. They call it the iPhone XS, the iPhone XS Max Plus. Super not confident in the actual naming being one or the other, so why not just throw both of them in there? And they called the other one the iPhone 9. Interesting here is that they gave the iPhone 9 a 64 and a 256 gigabyte storage configuration, so that one will likely not be getting 512. And even though this website is far from the proof, but it just makes sense. A budget end model shouldn't have 512 gigabytes because I think the max price could potentially scare people away. So only the iPhone XS and XS Plus will likely have 512 gigabytes. And guys, believe it or not, the iPhone 10 is keeping its value so well, you can actually sell your iPhone right now, and I would recommend doing it as soon as possible if you were thinking about doing that, and upgrading to the iPhone XS for literally $150 to $200 max. Apparently, the iPhone X has kept 68% of its value, so you guys can sell this $1,000 smartphone for $680 on the used market, and that's an average going price. That's remarkable when you compare it to the rest of the phones. So the iPhones are on top, the iPhone 8 series, the iPhone 10 series, and then goes the Galaxies. And the Galaxy S9 Plus has lost almost half of its value just being out for 7 months. It really is remarkable how well Apple products hold their value with time. So using this, you can actually sell your iPhone and upgrade for just a couple $100 if you really wanted to, but don't hesitate, do that as soon as possible. So there it is, guys, our daily leaks. We'll see what else comes out, but these colors look fantastic. And although I won't be getting them, it's nice to have a choice for the people that will be going for the cheaper end model. All right, guys, stay tuned. Just a little over 4 days to go.